Africa is a continent rich in history and mystery, an incredible place where you never know what you might discover next. While much of what you find in Africa is captivating and intriguing, some discoveries are downright unsettling and strange, reminiscent of scenes from a horror movie. Join us as we explore 20 unsettling discoveries in Africa that nobody can explain. Number 20. Homo naledi. What could be more amazing than discovering a whole new ancient human species? Such discoveries have the power to change our understanding of ourselves and our origins. In 2013, a team of explorers and scientists ventured into the dark chambers of a cave located in the cradle of humankind in South Africa. There, they found a remarkable collection of bones belonging to a new species of ancient human relative named Homo naledi. This humanoid species lived between 236,000 and 335,000 years ago, sharing the world with our ancestors. Homo naledi presents a mix of perplexing human and primitive features that challenge previous assumptions about human evolution. The skull shows a small brain volume of just 500 to 610 cubic centimeters, comparable to chimpanzees, suggesting limited cognition. Yet, Naledi's wrist and hand bones were specialized for precision gripping, indicating they could have created and used tools. Their shoulders were modern-like, adapted for reaching above the head, but curiously, their fingers were curved, suitable for climbing trees like apes. The most puzzling aspect is how these humanoids reached such remote depths inside the cave system. Accessing the chamber requires squeezing through a narrow shaft called the Chute of Death, a feat that would have been nearly impossible for a primitive species to navigate intentionally. Did Homo naledi victims fall in by accident, or were they placed there ritualistically by more advanced humans? Without more clues, their origins remain a mystery for anthropologists. These aberrant ancestors present more questions than answers, but unlocking their secrets promises to elucidate the patchwork evolution of humans in deep time. Number 19. The marvelous baobab tree. Next at number 19, we have the marvelous baobab tree. Have you ever seen a tree with superpowers? Yes, you heard right. It may sound weird, but the baobab tree is a real superhero among trees, known to have existed since the time of the dinosaurs over 200 million years ago. This amazing plant endures where few others can. Baobab trees can live to become thousands of years old, with the oldest on record being the Panka baobab in Zimbabwe, which lived to be a venerable 2,450 years old. Dotting the arid African savannas, the baobab is one of the most iconic and useful trees on the planet. This colossal plant has endured for millions of years and provided sustenance for tribes since time immemorial. With a stupendously thick trunk up to 30 meters around, it resembles an enormous vegetable planted upside down by giants. The baobab's expansive trunk consists of 50% water, enabling it to endure harsh drought conditions. Even the biggest baobabs can regrow after standing leafless for decades when rainfall returns. The spongy wood acts as a moisture reservoir, soaking up every drop of rain to sustain it through lengthy dry spells. Leaves are shed during prolonged aridity and regrown when conditions improve. But the baobab is far more than just a massive moisture tank. Its edible leaves are a staple vegetable crop, and the tart fruit contains 6 times the vitamin C of oranges. Its bark yields sturdy fiber for cloth and rope, and even the seeds produce cooking oil. As a source of food, water, and material in often inhospitable environments, the baobab rightly deserves its moniker as the Tree of Life. Number 18. Sky Blue Stone. In 1990, a miner in Sierra Leone stumbled across a highly anomalous stone, unlike any seen before. Angelo Patone was exploring West Africa when he uncovered a gemstone with a vibrant sky blue color. After carbon dating tests, the curious rock was determined to have meteorically fallen to Earth between 11,000 and 18,000 years ago. Most remarkably, lab analysis revealed the composition of the sky blue stone was predominantly pure oxygen. This oxygen-rich makeup comprised 77% of the gem, along with traces of carbon, silicon, calcium, and sodium. No terrestrial processes are known to produce such an exotic creation. The mysterious sky stone seemed artificial, yet there were no indications it was manufactured. It was excavated from geological strata dating back over 10,000 years, long before any civilization could have synthesized it. Astounded by the paradoxical sky blue stone, geologists and gemologists scrambled to study it. However, with only tiny samples available, its origins and means of formation remain shrouded in mystery. Perhaps an ancient and intelligent civilization made it long ago with technologies that we do not yet understand, or maybe it formed naturally due to some unknown geological processes. The stone's mysterious composition defies all conventional terrestrial minerals. Its discovery in an ancient layer of rock implies that the stone arrived before humans existed. This seemingly impossible combination of features has confounded experts for decades. While we can admire its aesthetic beauty, humankind may never fully unravel the obscure origins of Petoni's sky blue stone. Number 17. Desert fairy circles. Dotting the arid grasslands of Namibia are baffling barren patches of land appearing as perfect circles, ranging from 2 to 20 meters across. These bizarre formations are known as fairy circles. Viewed from the air, the Namib grasslands are pockmarked for over 1,800 kilometers with these enigmatic features. For decades, the cryptic circles have incited debate and wonderment amongst ecologists. So far, no consensus has emerged on what underlying mechanisms might sculpt these elaborate patterns in the harsh desert landscape. One long-standing hypothesis is that termites create the circles to efficiently access water. The circular barren areas concentrate rainfall runoff toward their edges, benefiting bordering vegetation. However, the termite theory fails to account for larger circles reaching diameters over 20 meters. Alternative explanations like plant competition, gas diffusion, and radioactive elements have also proven unsatisfactory. The mystery only deepens when assessing the life cycle of fairy circles. The round gaps persist for 24 to 77 years before grasses recolonize them. What triggers this rhythmic cycle of die-off and regrowth remains unknown. Number 16. Madagascar's Stone Forest. Madagascar is a wonderland of nature, home to exotic animals like lemurs and chameleons found only on this island. But the beauty of Madagascar extends beyond its living creatures to stunning geological features that defy imagination. In the dry southwest region, you can witness a majestic jungle, a forest of stone where towering rock pinnacles rise from the ground like giant needles. This unique and surreal landscape will take your breath away. These limestone pinnacles emerged over millions of years, carved by persistent water erosion in the semi-arid climate. The dissolved limestone shaped jagged blades of rock and complexes stretching up to 70 meters tall. From a distance, the gray stone clusters resemble petrified trees, but up close, they cut a much more ominous figure. The stone forest features thin canyons and sharp rocks that look twisted and rough. This sharp maze is a haven for rare animals that live only here. Big birds and lemurs once lived here too, but they are now gone. Some people believe there are gold and jewels hidden in the dangerous maze. Walking in the stone forest is very risky because the paths are confusing and the rocks are sharp. The dangers keep people away, which helps protect the animals and plants. However, there are still problems as people use more land and dig for minerals near the forest. Like the rest of Madagascar's nature, the stone forest may not last long. Number 15. The Dendera Light. Among the many hieroglyphs and reliefs carved into ancient Egyptian structures, one cryptic image adorning a temple wall has ignited fierce debate. The Dendera Light depicts an odd bulb-like object extending from a sacred jed pillar. Some fringe theorists believe this represents an electrical light bulb, suggesting ancient Egyptians had advanced energy technology. However, mainstream Egyptologists argue it has a more esoteric meaning. The controversial image appears in the Hathor Temple at Dendera, along the Nile River south of Cairo. The temple was built during the Ptolemaic dynasty in the 1st century BC. The scene shows figures gesturing toward the Djed pillar with the bulbous object at its peak. Beneath it appears an arc over a lotus flower shape, resembling a wire and lamp, hence the interpretation by some that this depicts an electrical lighting setup, harnessing the Djed pillar as a conduit to channel energy. However, this notion of ancient electrification lacks credible evidence. Mainstream Egyptology contends that the carving bears cryptic religious significance instead. The Djed pillar symbolized stability for Egyptians, and the bulbous apex represented the sun disk, an icon of the sun god Ra. Given the temple's dedication to the sky goddess Hathor, the image likely carried astro-theological meaning, not technical. This fascinating debate underscores the rich tapestry of interpretations that ancient Egyptian art can inspire. While the idea of advanced ancient technology is intriguing, the more accepted view is that the Dendera light holds profound symbolic meaning rooted in the religious and cosmological beliefs of the time. Number 14. The enigmatic Adelatherium. In the wilds of Madagascar, a land of mystery and wonder, there once roamed a creature so bizarre and unique that it has been dubbed the Crazy Beast. This strange mammal lived millions of years ago during the late Cretaceous period, and its remains were only recently discovered. First unearthed in 1999 by fossil collectors, the skull of this enigmatic animal was found in sediments dating back over 66 million years. Its skull exhibited peculiar dental features never seen before in mammalian fossils. More pieces of the skeleton were discovered in 2010, allowing scientists to delve deeper into understanding this mysterious creature. The creature, now known as Adelatherium hui, was about the size of a badger, with a long, narrow body and short legs. Its distinctive skull featured a short snout and a large number of holes in the front. Scientists studying Adelatherium concluded that it was a burrowing mammal. The abundance of holes in its skull suggests it had a keen sense of smell, aiding in locating food underground. Its short legs and long body were well adapted for digging. The name Adelatherium derives from the Malagasy word Adela, meaning crazy, and the Greek word therion, meaning beast, a fitting description of this bizarre and fascinating mammal. The discovery of Adelatherium offers a glimpse into the diverse and unexpected wildlife that once inhabited Madagascar, adding another layer of intrigue to this already captivating island. Number 13. The enigmatic chamber of the Great Pyramid. Constructed over 4,500 years ago, the Great Pyramid of Giza astonished the ancient world as the tallest structure on Earth, and it continues to captivate people today with its astronomical alignments and ingenious architecture. Now, an emerging mystery promises to further excite pyramid devotees, the possibility of a hidden void deep within its enigmatic depths. In 2017, an international team utilized subatomic particles called muons to scan the Great Pyramid for concealed hollows and chambers. These particles penetrate hundreds of feet through the stone. Astonishingly, their scans revealed a large, previously unknown space inside the Great Pyramid, measuring over 30 meters long. What might this lengthy void contain? Most likely, say archaeologists, nothing of significant value remains. All pharaoh burial chambers and passages have already been documented, and any artifacts would have been looted long ago. Yet, even an empty space highlights the hidden complexity within Khufu's monumental tomb. Alternative theorists conjecture more radically, suggesting the chamber harbors an occult purpose. Some speculate it houses the mythical Hall of Records, containing esoteric knowledge from Atlantis, while others propose it conceals an alien machine or interdimensional portal. However, no scientific evidence supports such conjecture. While the true nature and purpose of the hidden void remain uncertain, it exemplifies our eternal fascination with Egyptian mysteries. Non-invasive scanning offers hope of unveiling further secrets within the Great Pyramid without damaging the ancient wonder. Each revelation takes us deeper into the minds of the progenitors of civilization itself. Number 12. Hexagonal diamonds. When an asteroid struck South Africa 2.9 billion years ago, it left more than just a colossal impact crater. Blast debris scattered across the region contained a bewildering version of one of Earth's most coveted stones, hexagonal diamonds. These natural gems display a beautifully strange six-sided symmetry unseen in conventional diamonds. In 2018, researchers confirmed that these geometric diamonds came from space, not from any earthly process. Chemical analysis revealed they contain osbornite, a mineral uniquely known to form in carbon-rich meteorites. The hexagonal diamonds likely crystallized within a dwarf planet in our solar system's youth before an epic collision 4.5 billion years ago hurled them through space. Surviving the interplanetary journey, fragments of the splintered dwarf planet rained down on South Africa. The hex diamonds within survived fiery entry through Earth's atmosphere. While standard diamonds form under high pressure deep underground, these extraordinary space diamonds exhibit shapes indicative of rapid crystal growth. Only very small samples of the hexagonal diamonds have been studied, but larger specimens may await discovery. Already, their alien origins are proving that diamond formation isn't restricted to Earth. Further scrutiny of their cosmic chemistry promises insight into the chaotic beginnings of our solar system, when worlds were pulverized into gems strewn across the galaxy. Number 11. The oldest African dinosaur. For fans of Jurassic Park, this discovery is a thrilling revelation. Africa holds the distinction of bearing the earliest known dinosaur on the continent, discovered in northern Zimbabwe. This diminutive dinosaur would have roamed the supercontinent Pangaea during the early Triassic period over 230 million years ago. Named Amburosaurus rissorum, it provides a pivotal new glimpse into the dawn of the dinosaurs in the land where our own species eventually evolved. Unearthed in 2017, this ancient dinosaur was identified from a nearly complete set of fossilized bones. Amburosaurus measured around 2 meters long and stood only 30 centimeters tall at the hips. Though small even by dinosaur standards, it was likely the apex predator of its ecosystem. Evolved features like its elongated musculature indicate it was surprisingly agile for its size. Paleontologists classify Amburosaurus as a sauropodomorph, belonging to the same lineage as the massive long-necked sauropods that later arose. However, its trait of walking on 2 legs, like its contemporary Nyasasaurus from Tanzania, sets it apart from the later quadrupedal sauropods. These bipedal protosauropods gave rise to the 2-legged ancestors of swift theropods like Velociraptor and T-Rex. This discovery not only expands our understanding of African dinosaur diversity, but also sheds light on the evolutionary pathways that led to the iconic dinosaurs of later eras. Amburosaurus represents a fascinating chapter in the ancient history of life on Earth, offering tantalizing clues about the origins of some of the most fearsome creatures to ever walk the planet. Number 10. The Skeleton Coast. Along the Atlantic shoreline of Namibia lies a treacherous realm known as the Skeleton Coast. Harsh winds, perilous seas, and scorching heat make this stretch of African coastline one of the most inhospitable places on Earth. The seemingly endless beach is littered with shipwrecks, whale bones, and the bleached skeletons of seals, giving rise to its grim moniker. Dangerous surf, rocky shores, and dense coastal fogs have caused countless seafaring accidents along the Skeleton Coast. Before modern navigation, the heaving sea made launching boats nearly impossible, and the featureless desert offered no succor for those wrecked ashore. Ghostly remnants of beached ships still litter the sand, with rusted hulls disintegrating in the corrosive salt air. The arid conditions also preserve mammal remains for years. Seal colonies frequent the offshore islands, where thousands of older seals eventually crawl ashore to die. Their bodies dry and decay on the beach, leaving gruesome scenes of clustered bones. Massive whale skeletons also wash up after dying offshore, creating an elephant graveyard that feeds scavenging jackals and hyenas. The Skeleton Coast stands as a haunting testament to the unforgiving power of nature and the perils faced by seafarers throughout history. Its desolate beauty and eerie landscapes continue to captivate adventurers and storytellers alike, drawing them into its enigmatic embrace. Number 9. The enigmatic metal monoliths. Mysterious monoliths, straight out of a sci-fi movie, have been appearing around the world, evoking intrigue and speculation. It all began in August 2020, when a helicopter pilot spotted a shiny metal structure embedded in the rocky Utah desert, a 5-meter-tall metallic rectangle that seemed otherworldly. Hikers later stumbled upon this strange object, and viral photos quickly spread online. People couldn't help but draw comparisons to the ominous alien monoliths in Arthur C. Clarke and Stanley Kubrick's 1968 epic, 2001: A Space Odyssey, which influenced human evolution in cryptic ways. Copycat monoliths soon appeared in random spots across Europe and Asia, from the Netherlands to India. Each sparkling pillar provoked conspiracy theories about its sudden appearance. But it was a monolith in the Congo in February 2021 that caused the most commotion. Unlike the curious Europeans, Congolese locals reacted with fear and suspicion. To them, this 5-meter-tall structure marked the intrusion of dark, potentially evil forces into their community. Their strong superstitions led the city to protect the monolith until its purpose could be determined. In a bizarre twist, the Congo monolith was set ablaze by an angry mob. Hollow inside like an optical illusion, the only clues left behind were its metal exterior neatly wrapped around an empty frame. This left any concrete answers about its builder or purpose shrouded in mystery. The appearance of these enigmatic metal monoliths has sparked a global phenomenon, captivating imaginations and fueling speculation. As theories abound and curiosity grows, the true origin and purpose of these structures remain elusive, adding to their mystique and intrigue. Number 8. Nubian Stone Tablets. In the Nile Valley, northeast of Khartoum, lies the ruins of a great civilization lost to history, the Kingdom of Kush. Flourishing for nearly 1,000 years before collapsing in 300 CE, archaeologists excavating the region uncovered incredible preserved stone tablets from Kushite temples. Inscribed in a cryptic language, these tablets convey the traditions of an ancient and once mighty African society. The ruins surrounding the Nile are known as the Island of Meroe, named for the Kushites' capital city. This necropolis served as the burial grounds for Kushite kings and nobles before assailants destroyed the temples and tombs in the 4th century CE. Despite pillaging over time, excavations in the 20th century uncovered a trove of carved stone tablets still intact. These stelae were etched with the Meroitic alphabet, the oldest writing system south of the Sahara. The inscriptions provide a vital window into Nubian history, culture, and burial rituals. However, frustratingly, most Meroitic texts remain untranslated. The language has proven exceedingly difficult to decipher. Only the pictorial carvings on tablets related to gods and kings allow glimpses into the Kushite worldview. Cracking the Meroitic code would illuminate how this powerful civilization thrived alongside ancient Egypt and met its mysterious demise. For now, we can only wonder at the messages conveyed in the weathered Nubian stones. But unlocking their secrets promises to reveal an important missing chapter of human civilization, now reduced to crumbling ruins. Number 7. Prehistoric cave art. The earliest examples of human artwork adorn the natural rock walls inside caves across Africa, providing stunning windows into prehistoric minds and ways of life over 15,000 years ago. These elaborate paintings depict lively hunting scenes rich with wildlife no longer found in those regions. However, many also contain unsettling imagery that continues to confound researchers. Found in remote cave systems from Namibia to Morocco, the rock art illustrates human figures hunting with spears and capturing animals like elephants, rhinos, zebras, and antelopes. Intimate portraits show now extinct beasts up close, with fine details true to life. The cave artists clearly possessed acute observational abilities, along with advanced painting skills, using red and brown pigments. But intermixed with the common fauna are more mystifying creations. Strange humanoid figures appear with exaggerated or missing features, and fantastical chimeric creatures exist nowhere in the known natural world. The seemingly ritualistic purpose behind these eerie images remains entirely speculative today, and their hidden meanings are likely lost to prehistory, along with the identities of the artists themselves. These prehistoric artworks not only highlight the sophisticated artistic talents of early humans, but also offer a glimpse into their complex belief systems and cultural practices. The cave art of Africa stands as a testament to the ingenuity and imagination of our ancient ancestors, inviting us to ponder the mysteries they left behind. Number 6. Klerksdorp Spheres. Among the most bizarre anomalies uncovered on Earth are the perplexing Klerksdorp Spheres of Ottosdal, South Africa. Paleomineralogists have discovered over 200 of these small, finely grooved spheroids embedded within ancient deposits. While similar objects, called Moki marbles, are found in the western United States, the Klerksdorp spheres are significantly older, with some dating back over 3 billion years. Geologists regard the spheres as natural mineral formations, though their concentric grooves and perfectly spherical shape are unprecedented in nature. Found buried beside quarries and in pyrophyllite deposits, the spheres range from half a centimeter to 10 centimeters across and are typically brownish or dusky red. Many feature parallel grooves encircling the balls, while some display bow-like indentations. Despite their anomalous features, lab tests on the Klerksdorp spheres show they formed naturally from weathering processes over eons. However, pseudo-historians argue they constitute evidence of intelligent design by prehistoric cultures or even extraterrestrial visitors. Such conjecture remains unsubstantiated, yet the spheres continue to inspire outlandish theories about their enigmatic grooves and unnatural roundness. Subscriber pick: the giant rock sculpture. Nestled in the rolling hills of southeastern Zimbabwe lies a medieval city with enduring stone walls and mysterious structures. During an excavation project, archaeologists uncovered a massive rock sculpture of a giant, the likes of which had never been seen before. Given the limited technology of the time, it's astonishing that ancient builders were able to sculpt this monumental work using only simple hand tools. Even with modern equipment, a feat of this magnitude would be an incredible challenge. One can only imagine the ingenuity and determination required to engineer such a masterpiece centuries ago. How do you think they did it? What techniques might they have used to carefully chip away at the rock and achieve this sculptural wonder? Let us know your theories on this remarkable relic of the past in the comments. Number 5. Diamond Rush. The sparkling discovery of a potential diamond deposit sent South African prospectors into a frenzy in June 2021. Cattle herder Erasmus Jacobs stumbled upon an unusual shiny stone in an open field just outside Kwalathi village in KwaZulu-Natal province. Believing it to be a diamond, Jacobs alerted the villagers, sparking a full-scale diamond rush. As word spread, over 1,000 fortune seekers flooded into the remote grasslands, digging day and night in hopes of striking it rich. Tent cities sprang up, filled with people eager to unearth more gems. The chaos also attracted get-rich-quick scammers and diamond dealers looking to capitalize on the excitement. With limited resources, the government struggled to contain the frenzied activity. Geologists eventually tested samples of the stones and found they were actually quartz crystals, which appear superficially similar to diamonds but lack comparable monetary value. Despite the scientific findings, many locals refused to accept the truth, convinced by the sight of fellow diggers unearthing handfuls of radiant stones. One man even claimed to have sold a handful for around $70,000 to a diamond trader. Number 4. Eye of the Sahara. Visible from space, the Eye of the Sahara stands out vividly amid the endless dunes of the Western Sahara Desert. With a diameter of 40 kilometers, this bizarre bullseye structure perplexed astronauts when first spotted from orbit in the 1960s. Now known as the Richat structure, the huge concentric rings form one of Earth's most recognizable geological markers. The aptly named Eye lies in the otherwise desolate Tanezrouft region of central Mauritania, its alternating light and dark bands standing out starkly against the arid terrain. Long hypothesized to be an asteroid impact crater, scientists now understand the Eye of the Sahara was sculpted by natural erosion over millions of years. The uplifting of the continental crust first created a domed formation as the land bulged upward. As millennia passed, weathering by wind and water dissolved the weaker upper layers, carving circular channels. This process steadily formed the Eye's dramatic concentric ridges as the more resistant rock eroded slower than the surrounding strata. Today, the exposed sediments reveal 100 million years of geological history spanning the Cretaceous through the Eocene epochs. Fossils discovered in the area indicate the Sahara was once vegetated and inhabited by dinosaurs in ancient times before shifting climates created today's desert conditions. A marvel visible from space, the Eye of the Sahara stands as a testament to the powerful forces continuously reshaping our dynamic planet. Number 3. Ancient stone tools. Long before the invention of computers, cars, or even the discovery of fire, our ancient ancestors used simple stones to shape their world. By crafting these stones into choppers and cutters, they embarked on a technological journey that has never ceased. Across Africa, the cradle of humanity, archaeologists have unearthed some of the earliest traces of these primitive tools, dating back millions of years. Their ingenuity reveals the spark of creativity ignited in our early hominin kin. On the shores of Lake Turkana in Kenya, archaeological sites have revealed some of the oldest acts of toolmaking ever recorded. Lomekwi III, located on the West Bank, has exposed tools from 3.3 million years ago. These tools include hammerstones, cores, and flakes that were cleverly knapped to create sharp edges for cutting, scraping, and smashing. Made from lava, quartzite, and chert, they show that hominins chose their materials carefully based on quality and function. Some stones still fit snugly in the hand, indicating their use. The site also harbors fossil teeth belonging to Paranthropus, an extinct cousin of humans with massive jaws and teeth. Paranthropus may have been the maker or user of the tools, or at least shared the landscape with them. Number 2. Great Zimbabwe Ruins. The monumental stone ruins of Great Zimbabwe serve as the largest Iron Age urban center south of the Sahara. This elaborate complex was constructed over 3 centuries, becoming the hub of the Kingdom of Zimbabwe, which dominated southern Africa from 1000 to 1450 CE. The massive walls still standing today provide clues into how this advanced early civilization took shape. Forgotten after its abandonment, the impressive ruins began attracting attention from outsiders in the 16th century. Portuguese traders learned of the fabulous stone structures inland, built long ago by the ancestors of local Africans. During European colonization of Africa, debate raged over whether native Africans could erect such grand architecture. Even after archaeological excavations confirmed their construction by the local Shona people, some still argued for external influences. The ruins encompass 1,300 acres and house 20,000 residents at their peak. Massive stone enclosures protected the ruling elite, while nearby areas were home to commoners, artisans, and traders. Sophisticated irrigation systems enabled agriculture to sustain the city. Exquisitely carved artifacts attest to the Shona civilization's artistic mastery. However, after depleting vital resources, the city was ultimately deserted. Number 1. Half-human, half-dog mythical creatures have populated folklore around the world throughout human history. Cultures worldwide tell tales of hybrid beings that are part human, part animal. Werewolves, centaurs, and sphinxes are just some of the interspecies amalgamations imagined in antiquity. But contemporary sightings suggest these may be more than just legends. Some contend that creatures seemingly half-human, half-canine roam remote areas of Africa to this day. Reportedly bipedal with both human and dog-like traits, so-called dogmen generate periodic eyewitness accounts across the African bush. In 2017, residents of Limpopo, South Africa, claim to have frequently sighted purported hyena-faced dogmen over 7 feet tall prowling the region. Far from an isolated case, tribespeople in Liberia also tell of mysterious dog-like beasts inhabiting the forests. However, without physical evidence or clear photo documentation, the existence of these apparent dogmen remains unverified. Africa's vast, unexplored regions provide plausible cryptid habitats, fueling the mystery and intrigue surrounding these enigmatic creatures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.